Hi guys. I was getting a notification on my computer that internet is the internet signal's not strong. So let me know if you can see and hear me. Um, let's see who's in here. Paul Honeyman, from England. Hello, Paul. Mom is in here. Lorie Carp. Let's see. Amy from Living in Abundant Grace Homestead. Jody Young. And it looks like that's it for now. Greg is not in here. He is in the other room watching Transformers. My phones keep doing stuff over here. So he says he promises he'll be in on the next live stream. We'll see how that goes. That's what he said. So how is everyone doing? All 4 or 5 of you? Heather Hopper is in here, and Walker Farm Fam. I'm assuming Cassie. And we're waiting on a topic. Because I ain't got nothing. I do know, actually, that Amy at Living in Abundant Grace Homestead is wondering about hand pumps for wells. She is wanting to get a hand pump for her well, but they're telling her that they don't have hand pumps for wells that are like deeper than, I think it was, she said, as deep as 20 feet. Like, I don't know anything about wells, but how fast does Cassie melt in this Oklahoma heat? That's a topic, yeah. Cassie, you still have puppies to sell? I saw a video you put up earlier. I didn't watch it. Okay. Living in Abundant Grace says, yes, I have a well, but no way without electricity to get it out. And her concern is with them telling us that there is likely to be rolling blackouts. That's how they get their water, and she's concerned she won't have any water. Hey, Billy Spears is in here. Hello, Billy. Cassie at Walker Farm Fam has Great Pyrenees and Anatolian Shepherd mixed pups that they're trying to rehome for Gary's uncle. Cassie, do you have that price on those? Diane McMahon is in here, and Jovita Navarro and Donna Brown. Surprise, Diane's in here. I understand that Arkansas is playing baseball right now. I know Dad's not in here because Arkansas is playing baseball. I hope they lose. I'm just kidding. Diane. So it's $150 for the puppies, and it's the same. It would be related to the one that my dad got from them. Well, it was almost a year ago. Boomer. Yeah, that's. So I'm from Arkansas, like I'm born and raised in Arkansas, and only been over in Oklahoma for a few years. And I used to be an Arkansas fan. It's not that it's not that I don't like Arkansas. It's just that I'm not a fan of any team anymore. I've just lost interest. Billy, here we go. There's your topic. Anyway, Dad's dog that he got from the walkers is I don't know if he's 8 months. I don't know how old he is. He's not a year yet, and he is well over 100 pounds. He's a big dog. Paul hates all sports equally. Hey, Margie, glad you're in here. I used to go to the Arkansas games, football. And I've been to a couple of basketball games, and actually basketball I like that better than football. But I just lost interest in sports at all. Love you, Walker farm family. Paul's an equal opportunity hater. So anybody know anything about the pumps on the wells? And is there a way to do a hand pump on 20 foot and more? Is there a way to do it without electricity other than a windmill? Because like she can't go out and buy a windmill. What do people do when the grid goes down or they're rolling blackouts? What do they do for water? And I have got bites all over. And we have a lot of ticks this year. It is so bad. Wait, I pulled the wrong one. Paul's got something. Oh, jeez. Diane says bucket and rope. Dad hopped in to say store water for blackouts. We will be losing Diane and Dad shortly, I'm sure, because the game started at 6. You know, it sure would be nice to have Greg in here talking. Hey, there's Matt. At Inferno Gaming. Store water for blackouts. It would have to be a skinny bucket, long rope, Diane. They make those? I like baseball. If I'm at the stadium, went to a game where each team scored over 20 home runs. Wow. That's interesting. Yes. Had to listen to the ball game. Okay. That I have 100 cases of water. Oh, okay, Cassie. Hopefully he's okay. Is that an upside down smiley face? Yeah. So Dad, the thing with living in an abundant grace is that she's got some big goats and chickens and dogs that need to be watered. So storing up on cases of water, I mean, I guess it could water them, her and her kids, but yeah, see, that's exactly what I was saying. A scratch, but he thinks he needs eyes. Okay, bye. Later, Cassie. Windmill pump. We haven't even checked into my well to see what it would take to get that one going. There is a well on my property, but it hasn't been used. Don't know anything about it. I'm hooked up to rural water. So So we need to start checking on that. Generators, unless can get someone to install a hand pump. Not sure how much the pump would cost. And see, Lori, that's the problem she's having. She's being told that you can't have a hand pump. There's not a hand pump made for like 20 feet or more. Is that right, Amy, that it's 20 feet? What's the limit? What are those huge truck bed sized containers? I don't know what they're called, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't even know where to get them, actually. They use windmill pumps before electrical pumps. How do they store that energy from the windmill? And how much are those? Hey, Rebecca. Would love a windmill. I've always wanted one, but don't know the cost. That's what I'm thinking. Tankers, no. It's what are those called? Dad or Amy? Okay, so Doug and Stacy have one. I think that's what they're using. Those containers, those big white containers, and they have them. They store water in it for their shower. I think is what she's talking. One of those is what she's talking about, I think. I don't understand that. I need to apologize to you, Lorie, in the stream because I kind of rolled my eyes at what y'all were talking about last week. I've since had my eyes opened. I'm sorry. You're good, Donna? I didn't see you roll your eyes. I'd be curious to know how you got your eyes open and what specifically was it. I don't remember. I mean, last week, I guess we talked about the things that are going on in the news and everything. Maybe that. I don't know. Have some of those full on hand in certain areas near livestock. They don't store it. They draw the water up and put it into whatever you use for a water container. Okay, then I don't understand how it's working. How does the windmill draw the water up? I don't understand that part. Marge says Dutch and Brandon have used one. I didn't know Brandon did. Actually, I don't know that I've seen Dutch's either. I'm trying to find what I'm doing because it jumped on me. Blackouts and all the rest. Oh, okay. Well, and the reason we're talking about it is not because of some conspiracy theory or anything. And then I get it. There's a lot of conspiracy theories out there, and honestly, I believe some of that. I've probably formed my own conspiracy theories, but the reason we're talking about it is because the news channels, almost all of them, are talking about these blackouts that are coming. It's not it's been a warning to us. They've also, the news, the president, I mean, they've also warned us about food shortages and gas shortages. And so I totally understand, though there are a lot of crazy talk and conspiracy theories going on around there, but right now it's like it's all over the place. It's not like a theory. It's something that they're telling us will happen, and to what extent we don't know, and in which places we're not really sure of yet. But they're expecting a warmer or hotter summer than we've had before, and they're expecting drought. more drought. Some of the areas of the United States have already have, are already in a drought. California being a good example, but they're expecting drought and they're expecting a cold winter. Gary has several at Walker Farm, fam. But, I mean, as long as you come back, Donna, it doesn't, yeah, you're good. When it's windy, the mill turns. That brings the water up. Paul, does it have to be the wind? Does the wind have to be blowing for it to work that day? Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm dumb when it comes to, I'm not dumb, but when it comes to that, I'm ignorant of how it works. Don't know if it worked with a well and pump already there. It's a pump that only works while the wind blows and you store. Okay, now we got, is that conflicting what you two are saying? Is that the opposite, or am I misunderstanding? Get large water containers and fill them yesterday. Outdoors with Big Matt. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Mel, Gary, Roxy. Simple effort claim country road. Oh, Anthony. I'm like Ant. Back to country homestead. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. So it jumped again. Anybody got large containers she can get? And I'm, in the same boat, really. The blackout's going to be throughout the country. I know about the food shortages. Cows are dying from the heat. Now, the cow thing, I don't know about that. We'll see how that plays out. That's a lot of cows that die at once. The blackout's going to be throughout the U.S. I don't know. Does anybody know if it's worldwide or not? But our grid can't handle what they expect to happen. So it's going to get really hot, hotter than normal, and our grid can't hold the pull. It's going to be too much pull from the grid, and it's not able to handle it. I know I got an email from my electric company the other day asking its consumers to kind of how do you try to slow down on how much energy we use during the hottest portion of the day. I mean, the food shortages I know is worldwide. Like, every nation has food shortages, and they expect it to get worse. And that is why everybody, even people who don't normally talk about prepping, that's why they're talking about it. And it can be overwhelming. That's why I am not watching. Well, that's not the only reason I'm not watching a whole lot of news, but I am getting bits and pieces of news and trying to stay in touch. And I'm watching, obviously, YouTube channels. But it's you can't bury your head. I'm not crazy. My doctor is wrong. Okay. I would never call you dumb. You might. It has the blue 50-gallon food safe plastic barrels with lids for $25. Yeah. What was I need to ask them what was in that. Hey, little Frenchie in Big Texas. Tina Ladybug. I need to put my phone somewhere else. They're constantly getting my attention. Um, yeah, I don't know much about that, but yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. What do you know about it? Because at this point, I'm not looking. I haven't been keeping up with all the details to everything. They're telling us it's happening, and now we just get ready for for whatever could happen. Not to mention whatever normally goes on throughout the year is still here, like the threat of tornadoes, hurricane season, all of that stuff is still there. And so it's just better that everybody be a little bit prepared. And most of the time, homesteading farmers, um, they do have a supply simply because they tend to live, or we tend to live a little further out, and it takes uh, you don't go to the stores often. It's not right down the road. So when you shop, you shop. Tina, Scott's in here lurking. Haven't seen Scott in a while. Jody Young, we get those notices from our gas and electric company to conserve energy. That's how I should have said, conserve energy during the hottest time of the day. Are you saying you're getting them now, or that's a common occurrence where you are? Because I don't usually get them. Brampton Gardner. Oh, where did that go? IBC totes. Yes. IBC. That's right. That's what you need, Amy. IBC totes. Fallen Arkansas veterans. How are you doing, Charles? Yeah. And I was hearing on Glenn Beck. He says that I don't know how, I assume it's true. I don't know. He says that we import double the amount of food that China imports. That's crazy if you think about it. That's insane. And Mom says, everybody smash that like button. Uh, Africa is going to suffer terribly. Africa usually does. Yeah. Wonder why. Two old people on a couch. Looked for my email today. Wasn't there. Debbie forgot me. Jiminy, it jumped. Just that all it does is blowing this way. It was on the side. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've heard a little bit of that. Number one, be yourself. Hello, Lainey. All I know is before the stuff gets real, I need to get some glasses. My electric company doesn't know how to message me. Your electric company doesn't know how to message you. Mine emails me. Okay. So in Maryland, they asked for them to conserve energy in the hot and humid days, and it is a common occurrence. Ooh, meatloaf sounds good. Yes, you do. You need to email me. Amy wants to know what IBC totes are. Those are the big white things that people are storing water in. I don't know what they're for, but that I know that's what they're doing with them. I don't know what IBC stands for. Oh, I was just reading what you wrote, Charles. That's kind of funny. Everybody's saying hi. Just reading the chat. Hey, Kristen, Lazy C Homestead. Oh, that's right. See how you are with the emails. Your electric company couldn't get a hold of you, could they? Lainey, no, I actually have a few mods. They're just sitting in the background, just watching. But I don't have them post links. I just let them do what they feel like they need to do. Hey, had cowboy candy. I've read this before. And it keeps, okay, jumping. Trespassers destroyed the Crockers IBC tote they were using for rain catchment. Time for cameras, for sure. Chemicals and food grade liquid. So I guess you got to be careful which ones you get, sounds like. And I don't know if I missed anybody's comment because I tried to go back twice and read what everybody put, but it jumped right as I was getting to where I left off. Dexter is insisting on being letter, so not much chatting. Dexter wants something. I don't understand it, but Dexter wants something. Yeah, Lazy C's always late. She's a mod. Intermediate. Okay, Amy. IBC, intermediate bulk containers. That's what it stands for. I'll forget it, but that's what it stands for. Hey, Patty Price. Okay, I get it. Okay, good. Sent me an email. I'll check it when I get off here. I'm at the bottom. Probably skipped a lot, but I'm at the bottom. Yeah, Margie's always looking up the answer. Okay, we're 30 minutes in. Greg's not here to argue with, to get on to. What do we got now? What do we want? Everybody's just chatting. Somebody chat with me. I need topic. Or I need to get off the computer. Greg makes the lives interesting. We all love a good gripe. No, Greg tonight. He's in there watching TV. He says he promises he'll be on the next one, but he got a couple of new movies. Margie can tell a joke. We can ask Siri to tell a joke. How's the dogs getting along? They seem to be doing okay. I think two old people on the couch just put up a video. And thought I saw that. Maybe. They seem to be getting along okay. If I'm there, I'm not leaving them together without me there. And I'm not leaving Tucker with the goats without me there. I don't trust Tucker with the goats no more than I trust Caleb with Tucker. I wanted them to be together in the beginning so Caleb can kind of teach Tucker how to be with the goats. And he wants to play with the goats a lot. And so especially he wants to play with the mini La Mancha that I have with River, because they were together so much. She was a bottle baby, and Tucker spent a lot of time in the house because he kept getting out, for one thing, but also he got that place on him where he had to be treated and have antibiotics and steroids and the e-collar and all that. So he spent a lot of time in the house, and the goat spent a lot of time in the house. And so he really wants to play with her a lot. And I don't leave him with her without supervision. Now, the other little goats, they have their mothers there, and their mothers will take care of the problem. But River doesn't have anyone but me. Lainey personally likes Greg. He's a great kid. Yep, and he said he'll be here next week, so we will see. The grocery store stock seem a little short in Oklahoma, I guess, because that's where you guys are. About to. Whose video, Paul? What do you call it? I'm scared to ask. What do you call a three-legged donkey? Paul, if you only got through half of my video today, you better get on it. There's no halfway through these videos. My video. Well, that's a problem. That's a problem. Messes with my analytics. A wonky donkey. Where did you get that? JB Conway's in here. And late. Jody, to answer your question, what's new, what's going on? And actually, I thought Greg would be in here to tell it, because this is his type of thing. But this morning, something from a YouTuber. Something got the guinea that we had. We had one guinea for a couple of years, and this morning something got it, and I think it was a raccoon, which is a problem. We haven't had problems with those here at this new place until now, and you can stay up all night and watch. I don't know what the problem is there. So it means I'm going to have to deal with the raccoon. It was pulled through a fence. I don't like guineas, but I feel sorry for this one because something grabbed it and pulled it through the fence. That's enough said about that. It was not a good thing, and I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to be watching and do something about that. Kristen's been battling an owl. They're not good either. I mean, on your chickens. What's the last thing? I know that one. Well, then that means, Paul, if you do stay up all night and you didn't have time to finish mine, and you're using all the time day and night, that just means you're not putting your priorities straight. You just need to make you a list of your channels and put mine closer to the top than it is, I guess. Rambling with the Brooms needs 6 more. What, to make 1,000? Yeah, I think it is. I didn't see it. It was about 5:30 this morning. Yeah. Yeah. It was about 5:30. Of course, it's daylight, but I heard something going on, and the dogs were barking, and I told Greg something's going on outside because I could hear the birds too. And I went out, and I looked out the back door, and I didn't see Caleb, and so I thought, and Caleb will get a bird. He doesn't normally get out, but if a bird gets in his pen, he will definitely get it, and that's why I've separated the birds from the goats. I'd like to have them a little bit closer. I'd like for Caleb to be able to protect them as well, but he is the bird predator. And so I thought, even though he's never done it, I thought maybe he got out and got a hold of a bird or was getting in with the birds. And I ran outside and went around the corner and saw Caleb. It's like, no, Caleb's there. And then I didn't see anything going on. And that might have been actually, I might have ran it off when I ran out there. Like it might have seen me and left because of me. But the damage was already done. There's only part of a guinea there. So, how did it do that? Is it, you say young hens, like full grown though? I mean, I thought I just saw that a video came up just a few minutes ago. Yeah, I knew that one. Yeah, so Scott says he needs 6 more subscribers, I think he said, to get his 1,000 mark. And you have to have I think everyone in here already knows this, but you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized on YouTube. And he probably has his watch hours. If not, he's got to be pretty close. I guess I need to get me some mics. I need to get some mics that wear like outside so that we can walk away from the camera and still talk. I don't know anything about them. I don't know. Does anybody know? Like Debbie and don't say it. Don't type his name. Mark. You guys just got new microphones. But you're sitting on a couch, or at least you tell us you're sitting on a couch. We assume you're sitting on a couch because I don't really remember seeing the couch. But you're just sitting there using a microphone. Does anybody know what kind of microphone to get for like outside so that you guys can hear? And I'm only using a phone. I'm not using a camera yet. So I need to find a microphone that I can use on my phone, with my phone, if that's possible. Yeah, so Scott's way past the watch hours. He just needs the subscriptions. I like cowboy candy. It's like a 4-week-old chick. I thought a coon, but we finally spotted an owl 2 nights ago. I've seen owls down the road, and I've seen coons. I just haven't had a problem with them coming right up to where we are. I'm not sure I'd be able to deal with separate mics. It is different for outside. Thought it would be. I just need to check into that. I might have to get a camera, to do that. I don't know, because we tried it like a little cheap mic on our phones when we did a live stream, and it seemed to work okay at first, but it didn't for very long. We started having problems. Well, Jody, it probably every time you get, especially it seems like right as you're trying to hit that milestone, that you probably get to that point, and then overnight you lose some, and then you have to gain them back again or something. Yeah, see, he lost. Golly, 15's a lot though. But so you're down to, you need 6, I think it was. So you got a lot of them back. A cheap set that you would plug into your phone, and like for being outside and just videoing, where you could set up your phone on a tripod and walk away and still be heard clearly. As it is on the phone, you can, if I'm holding the phone, you can hear me clearly, but then when Greg says something, it's like you can't hear him, and I can't even turn him up loud enough. If we're having a conversation, it would be constantly turning the volume up and down to fix it, and that's just insane. I'm not going to try to say that name. Where do you get? You just get it like on Amazon or? Donna from A Little Southern Brothers is in here. Donna, how are your chickens? Yep, Amazon. Yeah, it's a directional mic, Scott says. Whoa. Can't waste water. Okay, all of a sudden the chat stopped. I agree. We got 7 new babies last week. Do you know what they are? Donna, do you guys have do you guys use well water? Kristen's cooking. That's the thing. We're doing it at this time from 6 to 7. That's when a lot of people eat. So when I can, I'm going to move it from 6:30. My phone's ringing from 6:30 to 7:30, and so if there's like, I don't know, I know I'll be moving over into somebody's live stream, but there's always live streams going on, and you know, there's just no way around it. Tommy said they're just chickens. He's a smart aleck. And y'all have city water. Huh. Are you guys concerned about the water shortages that they talk about? I'm gonna unless you guys have anything to any questions you want to ask, really, I guess basically, then I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, because um, there's nothing to. I don't have anything to say really. Who is having water shortages? Donna, you are. Next week, you guys are having water shortages. They're going to shut down all of Tennessee and Mississippi and one other state. And I'm just kidding. Donna, they've been talking about on the news. They've been talking about I don't know if they've been talking about water. Have they been talking about? Have they been talking about water shortages on the news, or did we just kind of assume that was part of it? I don't remember, but they're talking about food shortages worldwide. There's food shortages worldwide. That's funny. And I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, they're talking about a hot summer, dry. Okay, yeah, they talked about having droughts. This is the problem. But not only droughts, but they talked about rolling blackouts because our grid is not going to be able to handle the our grid's not going to be able to handle the how do I say, the pull that we would put on it trying to keep our places cool. And so they're asking that we conserve energy during the hottest times of the day. We were talking earlier I got an email the other day from my electric company asking its customers to conserve energy during the hottest part of the day. But water, doesn't just show up at your store. At your door, or well, I guess it does at your store. But there's electricity involved in filtering the water and getting it out to us and stuff. So, it can affect the water. That with the drought. Yes, the food. I agree. The food shortage is coming, but yes, they did tell us the food shortages are coming on the news. They've warned us for several months now. The government is warning us And that's not just in Tennessee, and it's not just in America. That part is worldwide. I don't know if the droughts are worldwide, um, but they do expect a hotter than normal and a drier than normal summer. And I understand that they're expecting a colder winter than what we usually have. And did he pick you up off the floor first, though? I am Ozark. I'm sorry, Donna. That I probably not be able to sleep tonight. Does can a Berkey filter pond water? I have one of them straws, them straws that you're supposed to be able to drink pond water with. I don't know if I can do it. I guess if I got thirsty. Price of food is insane. It's gone up 25 to 30% while shopping at Amazon Fresh. Anything you do on Amazon is going to cost you more than going to get it yourself. But yes, the prices are going up, so it's gonna affect everything. If he did that, he would probably need a chiropractor. Well, y'all got big trucks. You got machines. Just dig a hole. Your time's coming. It's coming, Scott. And people here have complained about how much rain we got initially coming into spring, and we need it. Yeah, I don't have enough straws. Oh, I got Dad's attention. Have a Berkey, and yes, it is good for pond water. Dad, you got the straws too. So once you use your Berkey and filter that pond water, you can take a straw and use that too. Oh, if he picked you up at the floor, he needs a chiropractor. Well, again, you have them big machines. You have those big trucks. I need to get some of them. What did y'all call them earlier? IBC? What was it called earlier? What do those usually run, Donna? I'm sorry. Yeah, JB got a similar alert. She's with Ozark. I gotta catch the chat. We sat still for a long time, and now, wow, Canada's getting their fair share of tornadoes right now. IBC totes. IBC. Where do you get IBC totes? 2.5 gallons. So, well, I guess Mom's saying it is time. So we can get a Berkey, put pond water in it, put them tabs in it, and then use the straw. And then we're good. Jackie, you barely made it, just barely. We're talking about food shortages and how to drink water when there's no water, and that Scott needs 6 more subs, and the weather. Yes, we are not seeing the shortages at the grocery stores, but the prices are up. That's why I'm raising my furry cow, my piggy out of those course, chickens and turkey, and of course, chickens and turkeys. Hey, the price of chicken and chicken eggs is insane. I mean, the price of everything is insane, but chickens is crazy. I just haven't bit the bullet and bought it yet with extra filters. Well, if you're talking about a Berkey, talk to Donna because I think they have a discount code. No, I haven't heard of. I haven't. Have you heard of the contamination of potting soil? That I got a conspiracy theory for you. If that's true, I'll pass on those. We have severe symptoms. I didn't realize Maryland had such crazy weather. So we're in Oklahoma. We had some wind. Oh, Jackie. The prices are insane. They are insane. I saw Greg went, let's see, I don't know where he was going. I stopped at a store for Greg to go in to get something. I don't know. He went in and I'm sitting there and watch the people park 2 vehicles down from me come out with a basket full of food. Like, I mean, bags and bags of groceries. And I'm looking at that and estimating $400 or $500 when last year it would have been 200. Or someone goes down the road with a few 2x4s and really, huh? But that she's in South Carolina, right? Is that where they moved? Miss Southern Belle's in here. These days are good. Catfish fillets are 16 something for 4 pounds. North Carolina. She's in North Carolina. Anybody else heard of the contamination of the potting soil? What's it contaminated with? What's up, Landon? You're just in time to dig a well. Yeah, what kind of potting soil is contaminated and what is it contaminated with? Southern Belle goes out shopping a lot. She could tell you about the prices. There's a contamination in North Carolina potting soil. She isn't the only one that had it ruin the garden. I don't know what it's contaminated with. A sister to Roundup? I'll have to watch the video because I didn't know. Everything going on at once. It's like you can't you can't help but come up with some conspiracy theories of your own. Like you can't tell me all of this is just happening. It's just time for it to happen. I mean, it may be time, but you're talking about the end times, but Southern Belle's prices are very high, and canned soup, $2 a small can. Guys, it is 7 o'clock. $1.49 a blueberry muffin. Yeah, little Southern Brothers and all those cattle dead in Kansas. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I mean, I know they died, but is the heat? I mean, is that what they're saying? Because I don't, I don't get that. All those cows died at one time because of the heat. That just doesn't make sense. Out and about, Sam I am. Put the fire out, and here he is. About to get off here. Yeah, it is expensive snack. A heat pocket? I don't understand what a heat pocket is. I don't get it. I don't. Was it like 3,000 of them or something? They just all fell over dead at one time from heat. That just doesn't make sense. Listen, guys, I am out of here. Eat ants. They are supposed to be good for you, but stay away from the fire ants. But I'm gonna get off here for real. It's time, and I'm gonna go home and see if I have animals to feed. And we'll see you guys later.